सर मुझे अनअकैडमी कॉम्बैक की स्कॉलरशिप मिल गई।
अरे वाह यार, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस।
सर लास्ट टाइम खेल रहे थे तो 6th रैंक थी,
हाँ।
अब टॉप 3 में आकर स्कॉलरशिप जीत ली सर।
छोड़ दिया सर हैं।
सर थैंक्स टू यू एंड अनअकैडमी, आपने गाइड किया था। अनअकैडमी के लेक्चर और आपकी क्लासेस की वजह से फूटा है सर।
ये गेमिफाइड रिवीजन क्विज है, प्रिपरेशन बिल्कुल सही हो गया होगा। हाँ,
यस सर, अब बस रिवीजन और आंसर राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस करता रहता हूँ।
वेरी गुड वेरी गुड। लेकिन प्रिपरेशन को बूस्ट करते रहना है, ठीक है? ये कॉम्बैट में पार्टिसिपेट करते रहो और अंकुर बाबू डोंट टेक चांसेस हैं।
Good morning, very good morning to all of you and very welcome to Fatafat Concepts IELTS Listening Tips. So we have already done about the speaking tips and now today I'm going to give you listening tips. After this, I'm going to come up with 1 or 2 main lectures in the evening for IELTS, which I will give you all the details about writing, essays, graphs and letters. So these are going to be very important lectures. Plus, I will also give you tips on speaking in Fatafat Concepts with particular topics. Like we will take up few topics each day and I will guide you how to speak, how to start and what should you include in your speaking. So today we are going to do the listening tips. Stay tuned till I give you my introduction and then we will soon start with this lecture. After this lecture at 11:30, I again have one more lecture which is about active passive. Yes, I will be guiding you how to do active passive and that again will be very useful to you in your IELTS section also because there you have to frame sentences with tenses. So let's get on with the introduction quickly. My name is Mita and I have been teaching students from 20 years. GATE and ESE has been a 5+ years of journey and with IELTS it's been 15+ years. I'm a certified coach by the British Council, also do personality development training and interview guidance programs. Subjects that I take up are English and aptitude and of course my IELTS. So, okay, one more big announcement to make. 19th May, that is today, we have a 12+3 and 24+3 offer. This offer was there a few days back. Now this is again, you take a subscription of 12 months and you get 3 months free, 24 and 3 months free. So you can subscribe now. And today is the only day when this is going to be available for GATE and ESE plus. Okay. So do take benefit of this. This is absolutely a very good scheme. In case you are going to join, this is the right day for all of you. Again, Navigate has started 23rd of May. That is a coming Sunday. It's going to be at 11 a.m. with a live leaderboard similar to Combat. But here we have scholarships worth 5 crores and they also include iPhones and many such gifts for children. So do take participation in this. Use my code MITA-S10 for the Navigate. Unacademy Combat, as you have already seen, that is going to happen on the 30th of May, the last one of this month. It is going to start at 11 a.m. with again a live India leaderboard. All eligible branches, yes, these eligible branches are for both Navigate and Unacademy Combat. And my code is also common, that is MITA-S10, which you can use for this. This is also 11 a.m. and 16 minutes. Unacademy Combat also has fabulous prizes to give away. 163 students will get prizes, that is subscriptions for 1 year. Some will get 75% off, then 50, then 25. And winners can be choosing from 6, 12, 18 or 24 months, whatever they desire for GATE and ESE plus subscription. This is not for Iconic. Okay, so now let's get on to the new batches. Evolve has started. You can use my code MITA-S10. All these batches, you can use my code and the Subscription for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months and 12 months is 6, 16, 27 and 23 respectively. You can use my code, that is Mita S10. First of all, if you have not done this, do this. Join or download Unacademy and follow at Mita Surti. Do this first. And Unacademy Gate CS is the URL for Telegram channel where you will start getting all notifications of the upcoming lectures. Plus Iconic courses, have live classes, crash courses, lots of doubt solving, weekly tests and live interaction. Plus with Iconic, what you get extra is a personal coach, planners, booster sessions, preparatory study material. And for this 12, 18 and 24 months for plus, with my code, that is Mita S10, 27225 34650 and 39600 for respective months. Again, for Iconic, you have 12 and 24 months with 45 to 25, 66,600 as the subscription. Here again, you can use my code, that is Mita S10, to get a 10% discount. And you will also get EMIs starting from 6 months with no extra cost. 2 channels that I teach on is Creatix and Unacademy Computer Science. So let's start with our IELTS section, Fatafat tips on listening. Okay, now let's get to my students. Ritin, very good morning to you and very welcome to the class. Sanjay, very welcome. Abhishek, very good morning and very welcome to the class. So whatever I'm going to impart over here for IELTS listening tips, apart from that, if you have any difficulties or if you want to know anything else, you can definitely ask me. And as I said, after this at 11:30, I will be coming up with a class for active passive. Now let's understand the tips for listening. First of all, because you are going to listen, it has to be very carefully. This tip is the most important. The reason listening carefully is, this is going to be your first test when you go there. Written, yes, all are new and most welcome. All are new and very welcome to the class. So let's understand this. What I mean is carefully is when you go for your IELTS, the first section starts with listening. And what will happen is sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, sometimes your attention is towards the other students or you are just looking around at the surroundings. This may distract you a lot. This may distract you. So listen carefully. What I mean is no attention towards anyone at all. Just all ears on the audio. That is very important. In case you miss anything at all, there will be no chance that the audio will be played again for you, or that is gone. Missed is missed. Audio will be played just once. It will never be played again, and whatever you miss will be gone. Okay, now for the part 1, as I told you. Part 1 is going to be about some information. Like they may talk about some club, some yoga class, some club, or some historical place where you want to visit. So they will have details like what is the fee over there. The person will be speaking, of course, it's not written. So they will be asking, they will be talking about, okay, what time does it start? What time does it open, close? What is the entrance to this place? And what is the fee for kids? All these things will be mentioned in that. And so you will have even little time to listen. But once it gets on to part 2, part 3 and part 4, it is going to get more and more difficult. So when it gets to 3 and 4, the conversation will also get fast and you will not be able to catch up once you leave something. So be very careful. Attention to singular and plural. Now this one thing I can tell you, the audio will be played, of course. You will be having your question papers with you, your booklets of question. In that, whatever is in the audio, the question will be written over there. And as you listen, you will get your answers, right? Now, when you are noting down your answers, what you have to think of, most of the students think that singular and plural can be understood only by hearing. No, it's not that. Singular and plural can be understood if you are good with your English. You don't need to listen to that, but in case you know what is the sentence, you can yourself judge whether it's going to be singular or plural over here. So that is one thing grammar can tackle with. Multitasking. You have to be multitasking in the sense that you have to hear properly, you have to pay attention to the audio, write the spellings very well. Now, multitasking, excuse me, especially requirement is writing the answers, taking them down to your answer sheets, for which you will be given 10 minutes extra. Now, when you take these things down to your booklets, answer sheets, you have to be very careful if you miss even one or the order. Like if you put 3 instead of 4 and then the entire order goes wrong. This has happened with lots of students. So this is not something that I am telling you out of my own, but this has happened with lots of students in my classes, because it happens that sometimes they miss the order and then it is not considered. Nothing is considered over here. Nor your spelling mistakes, nor singular, plural, nor capital letters, nor comma, full stop. Even if you miss a dash, like if you are writing some word and if you miss the hyphen in between, even then it's gone. This dash will also give you a wrong. Each question is 1 mark. There is no negative marking, but it's just that you get a 0 if there is a minor mistake also. And answers written in your answer sheet should be with a pencil. No negative scoring, as I told you. And if you don't know an answer, make a guess. Do not leave it blank, because there is no negative scoring. Whenever there is no negative scoring, never ever, not only for Ielts, not for any other, don't leave it a blank. Because if you write something or the other, it may happen to be that it's correct. So do write something or the other and don't leave it blank. Okay. So this is, now let's get on to the next one. Exact number of words, very important. If any one of you have given an Ielts, or either you have gone through the listening or reading sections or anything, they have specific indications on top. Write 1 word for. Write 1 word and or a number. Write 2 and or a number. Now 1 word means 1 word. 2 and or a number means 2 words and 1 number, or it could be only 2 words, or it could be 1 word, 1, but not more than. Now, when they say 1, it will be counted that you're a, if you write a boy, and your answer is boy. If a is written, this is going to be considered as 2 words. It's going to be counted as wrong. So be very specific what is instruction given on top. 2 words and or a number means a boy, and if it is like 2 or 3, then this is it, 2 words and a number. You do not have to write anything extra at all. Incorrect spellings will be considered wrong. Yes, if I have to write incorrect spelling, like if you write by mistake, say if it is Germany, okay, and okay, the spelling of course is going to be corrected wrong, but if by mistake I write Germany, my entire spelling is correct. The only problem is with the capital. This will be given wrong and you are going to get a 0 for this. So please follow instructions very well. Giving answer and then it is changed. Now what I mean by this, in Ielts audio especially, you will hear the audio. When they will start the audio, it will say that the entrance fee to the museum is $5. That's it. Now, after a minute, just a fraction of seconds, it will say, oh, no, I'm sorry. It's not $5. It's just 4 now. So you have already written 5 over there and then they say 4. So you need to change and put down 4. So always listen very carefully, because this answer changing always happens once at least in your audio. It will always happen. This is one of the things which is included every time. So be careful of this, because they will say something, give an information, then say sorry and change it. So this, you have to pay attention to this very well. Miss any answer, then just move on. This is also very important. You miss any of the answers, do not bother to try to recollect or try to recall what was said. Just move on with the next one. Once you try to remember the previous one, you are going to miss two more. Putting that one, instead of that, you are going to miss two more. So don't go for that. Practice quite a lot of listening tests, because there are many students who think that listening is very easy. You just have to hear the audio and you have to put down the answers. Now, why practice for that? Practice is required for every little thing, because the accent over there is going to be either Australian, British, it can be New Zealand, or it can be American accent. So for all these accent, a pronunciation of the words, like if I talk about a specific word, say A and I, the Americans might call this A as I. When it's given I 348, say they are talking about a flight. So they will say I 348. Now I, it's A and not I. Many of the students consider this as I. Vikas, very good morning and very welcome to the class. So many students will consider this as I, but it's A and it's called I in their language, or their pronunciation rather, not their language. So be careful with the different kinds of pronunciations of the different places. So once you hear all this, you will get used to their way of saying different things, because the British may pronounce in a different way, the Americans pronounce in a different way, and Australians have different. So please go through lots of listening tests, especially with different uh, dialects. Transfer answers accurately. That's what I already discussed, that transfer your answers very accurately. Now, in the coming week, I will be coming up with one or two main lectures for IELTS, in which I will be giving you exact information about all these things, and listening answers, how you have to transfer, what is the format of writing, supposing you are given date, supposing you are given time, so how to write the time, how to write the date, because even in date and time you will get it wrong. They will not consider anything but what is the answer given to the invigilator. They are given an answer sheet and your answers have to match with theirs, otherwise it's counted as a zero. You may be feeling in your mind that, okay, I have written the correct time, but the way of writing the time, if it's wrong, it's going to be considered wrong. So with these tips, I'm going to end my session just now for listening. And I hope this has been helpful for those who want to appear for IELTS. I will be coming up with main sessions. In that, I'm going to guide you with different type of essays, how to write them. And yes, in the coming week, again, we are going to have tips on we have done speaking, listening. The next will be writing, reading, and then main lectures for all of them. Okay, so I am seeing you again at 11:30 a.m. That is about after half an hour for your active passive 2. Last week I have done active passive 1. We are going to continue with active passive. We are going to learn active passive 2, which is also very useful for your IELTS. Because as I said, your speaking, your writing has to go in a particular tense, mostly the past tense. I will see you all in a little while. Thank you. Do like the session if you have liked it. Share the links with all your friends so that they can also take the benefit of these free lectures. Join the special classes for extra practice at 4 p.m. And thank you very much. All of you have a great day, and I will see you all in a while from now. Thank you.